The internet is like a bottomless source of entertainment for viewers. With its vast variety of content, there's always something for everyone to enjoy. And for those of you who are leaning towards the dark side, the net is a treasure trove of horrific tales that will satisfy your curiosity for the macabre. Like our channel. In this episode, we are counting down top 8 videos no one knows where they came from. So sit back, grab some popcorn, or somebody's hand, because these are really disturbing images that will surely freak you out. A creepy figure in a plague mask sending cryptic messages no one can decode. The spirit of the ghost bride relentlessly roaming the streets, luring motorists. The menacing story behind a freaky singing mannequin. The sighting of a ghost hanging from a tree in broad daylight. The mystery man from a parallel universe. These are just some of the stories we dug up for your spook-hungry pleasure. But before we dive into it, please remember to go for that subscribe and notify button so you won't miss out on more content such as this. Number 8. My Sister. A strange video entitled My Sister was uploaded on YouTube back in 2011 by Raider Dog. It offered no description and no explanation about the content. The video opens with a dark-haired smiling lady who is trying on various clothes in front of the camera. Okay, sounds like an ordinary clip, right? But no, there was something not right about it. You couldn't put your finger on it right away, but you definitely feel that there's something really weird about the girl. Then you think, is it her smile? It looks plastered on her face. Then she starts taking off her... what? Wait, she takes off a mask. No wonder she looks freaky. The next scene shows her eating, a bit sloppily. She then positions herself in front of the camera, then starts taking off another mask. As she starts tugging at the lower portion of the mask, the video ends. What in the world were we watching? Who made it? And for what? If it was made just to creep you out, slow clap with head shake. You did a pretty good job. Number 7. The Transformation. This video reveals a man who appears to be sitting down. Only the upper half of his body is framed by the camera. He mumbles something we couldn't make out. Then he starts disrobing. With his upper body bare, he starts rubbing and spreading a gooey material that looks like clay all over his body, until he has everything covered up, even his face and hair. He looks like a featureless moving statue. Then he takes a paintbrush and starts drawing black blots on his face as eyes, lips, making him look disfigured. Then he did this. Are we still looking at the same person? This weird-looking creature in front of us no longer looks human. He started disfiguring himself more and was shouting while doing so. In the end, we see a monster-like appearance. Was this some demonic ritual, or did we just witness some sort of transformation? Hold it. We just found out that we were watching an art performance by French artist Olivier de Ségolène. His transformation was his way of showing us that we should be aware of the strangeness of our life and our being in the world. And disfigurement in art, he believes, can lead us to that awareness. Well, I'm just thankful that we're just watching an art performance. Number 6. I have the body of a pig. The one who took this video claims that he shot this during work. He was doing an ocular with some colleagues of a place notorious for being haunted. Then, did you hear that? Let's listen again. This time let's slow down the video. When you slow it down, you hear a strange voice saying, I have the body of a pig. And then you hear some sounds similar to a pig's grunt. A more thorough check of the footage also revealed a beast in the dark. Number 5. Ghost Bride. Here we have another video from an unknown source, but from the sound of the conversation, it came from a Hispanic country. The footage was taken with a dash cam while friends were cruising down the road in the middle of the night. From a distance, the video reveals a woman in white. The driver and his companions freak out. shouting in panic as they drive by the woman dressed in a wedding gown. This video was said to be recovered from an empty car, and the 4 men who were inside the car were never seen again. To this day, the disappearance of the men remains a mystery. Were they taken by the angry bride? Up next, another creepy sighting, but this time on national TV. Number 4. Max Headroom. In 1997, 2 Chicago stations were subjected to a broadcast signal intrusion that no one can explain to this day, more than 20 years after the strange occurrence. The first intrusion happened on WGN-TV's 9 o'clock sportscast and lasted for 28 seconds, while the second intrusion happened 11 p.m. on WTTW's program entitled Doctor Who. The programs were interrupted by a crazed character wearing a mask of Max Headroom, a fictional artificial intelligence character and the first ever computer-generated host. The intrusive Max ranted almost gibberishly, ranting and mocking WGN and broadcaster Chuck Swersey, Chicago Tribune, and its subsidiaries, promoted Pepsi, and finally dropped his pants to have his bare butt spanked with a fly swatter by a girl in a maid's outfit. Who was behind it, and what did they want? No one was able to uncover the mastermind behind this hack even to this day. Of course, it's no ghost or anything from the realms of the supernatural, but watching it will surely give you the creeps. Next, another eerie sighting in broad daylight. Number 3. Hanging Lady. Now here's an image that will scare the hell out of anyone. And it was seen in broad daylight. The footage was taken from a dash cam. Watch closely. Some of you may have missed it, so let's go slowly this time. A woman in a white dress is seen hanging in a tree. Is that a real sighting of a spirit of someone who might have hanged herself? Or is it just a clever hoax? Do you really think someone would go through all the trouble of going up a tree, hang themselves, or hang a dummy just to spook people passing by? Chances are no. What do you think? Number 2. I Feel Fantastic. Uploaded in 2009 by a certain creepy blog, the video reveals a pale, creepy-looking mannequin who sings the title of the song, I Am Fantastic, throughout the video in an eerie, monotone, simulated voice. The figure is seen in 2 costume changes, in several odd poses, and does limited robotic movements with her hand, neck, and her mouth. For a very brief moment, the video cuts to an outdoor shot devoid of people, zooms in to a pile of rubbish, then cuts back to the strange mannequin. As if the visual is not disturbing enough, the theory surrounding the video is even creepier. The video's description in its original posting made reference to the Greek legend Pygmalion, a sculptor of ancient Cyprus. He believed that women do not deserve love and were sinners, leading him to sculpt for himself his true love, which the goddess Aphrodite subsequently breathed life into. The video was traced and found to be created by a man named John Bergeron. Rumor has it that Bergeron fell in love with a woman named Tara, and when she did not measure up to his expectations, murdered her. He is believed to have buried the victim in his backyard. He then made a mannequin in Tara's likeness and made her wear the clothes of the victim. Creepy. If you noticed, the lyrics "Please leave" and "Run, run, run, run," breaking between the recitation of the title, somehow helped strengthen the suspicion. Do you think that this is the real story behind this video? Could he have created Tara to fill in his longing for the murdered partner? Or bothered by his conscience, does he really want to be caught, leaving all these obtuse clues in the video? Before we hit on number 1 in this countdown, if you like this video, please like and share this video with your friends. If you're not following us yet, please press on the subscribe button to enjoy more stories like this. Moving on. Number 1. The Man from TAURED. We will end this countdown not with a video that was just uploaded on YouTube, but a fascinating story that goes back 70 years ago and remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of all time. In 1954, a well-dressed traveling businessman arrived at the Haneda Airport in Tokyo, Japan. He was Caucasian, his native tongue French, though he spoke Japanese and several other languages fluently. For some reason, he caught the attention of airport officials. When asked where he was from, he casually answered TAURED. Confused, the officials asked him to present his passport, which he happily obliged. Everything seemed in order. His passport looked legit. But there was one thing that left the officers bewildered. They had never heard of the country TAURED. Taking out a map, they asked the gentleman to show them where his supposed country is located. He offered the information that it is between Spain and France, then proceeded to check out the map. Frustrated, he said he couldn't find TAURED on the map, but it is in the spot that reads Andorra. The officials were worried that the man might be a criminal, but as they didn't have any evidence, they invited him to stay for the night at a hotel they booked until they finished checking out other information he offered, such as the hotel he booked and the company he was meeting with. He left his travel documents with the airport personnel and checked into the hotel for the night. Airport security officers were assigned to guard his hotel room. It turned out that the hotel that he supposedly booked had no record of his booking. They checked out the company he was supposed to be meeting with. They did not know him and had never heard of the company he represented. They were now sure that there was something fishy with this guy. The next morning, the mystery further deepened when the man disappeared from the guarded hotel suite and his travel documents with the airport security vanished into thin air. Who was the man from TAURED? Did he unknowingly slip from another dimension? Was he a traveler from a parallel universe? Is he proof that infinite versions of reality actually exist? Truly, YouTube is a massive platform providing us with layers and layers of mystery, a lot of which are still unsolved. For more of these mind-boggling stories, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out. And please do check out our other hair-raising videos, and we'd appreciate it too if you could drop us a like. Thanks for watching. Till the next terrifying countdown.